You know, as I sit here doing these radio programs, you'll never believe where I am. I'm sitting in my excursion outside my bus because Kevin's in there and I didn't want to make him be quiet. And so I come out to my excursion to sit and do these radio programs. And you say, why would you do that? Because I enjoy it. I enjoy sharing with you what God has shown me and is trying to work in my life to fix. Because I don't know about you, but I always have things that I need to fix. Well, I heard this statement the other day at a ladies' meeting, and it says, complaining sets you back. Complaining sets you back. Now, can I tell you, all of us know that, but how many of us really try to practice not being a complainer? Well, how does complaining set us back? Well, let's look at the supreme example in the Bible of a group of people that murmured and complained, and it set them back 40 years. Of course, you know I'm talking about the Israelites. The Bible says in the Israelites murmured 10 times before God finally said enough is enough and finally pronounced judgment. His judgment was pronounced in Numbers 14:22 through 23. Because all those men which have seen my glory and my miracles which I did in Egypt and in the wilderness, and have tempted me now these 10 times, and have not hearkened to my voice, surely they shall not see the land which I swear unto their fathers, neither shall any of them that provoke me see it. That's how they were. That's what set them back. They're murmuring and complaining. God said, "You know what? You're not going to get to see the promised land." 40 years they were had to wander in the wilderness because of their complaining. Now, when I read this the other day and thought about how complaining sets me back, I started thinking, I wonder how many blessings I have missed because of my complaining. Now, when you ask yourself that, ladies, wouldn't that put a stop to some of our complaining? Can I give you an illustration? You know, I'm really good about giving illustrations. And I always tell you that I wish that this illustration happened years ago, but it didn't. It just happened this week. I got kind of upset with somebody in my family. And I don't really have a good reason why I got upset. It just something that person said. I took it the wrong way, or they were trying. You know, you always feel like they're trying to get your goat when they say it, but really they're not. But anyway, I took what they said wrong, and in my heart, I started complaining about that person. Now, this time, I didn't say anything to anybody else. I didn't explain what the person did. I didn't. I just kept it to myself. But I was complaining about him to God. I said, "See, God, I bend over backwards for that person, and I did this for that person." And all of a sudden, I thought, I don't want to get set back. Honest and truly, because I had written this radio program and heard that challenge, I said, wait a minute, God, I'm sorry I'm complaining about this person. I'm going to just be good to him and do right, and you will bless that, won't you, God? And he said, yes, I will, Loretta. Have you ever wanted to complain about somebody? Do you know that that could be something that would set you back? I'm not saying that God's a God that's standing over in you and he is just going to only give you things because you're good and all that. But look, he could get tired of your complaining like he did the children of Israel. It says that they murmured 10 times before God said, this is enough. In Numbers 14:22, it said, you have tempted me now these 10 times. So, I mean, he puts up with a lot of our complaining. But when is he going to say, okay, Loretta, that's enough? Or when's he going to say to you, that's enough? You've complained enough. I've given you this. I've done this for you. I've done that for you. And you don't even recognize my goodness. So I guess you can tell I feel pretty strong about this, and I want us all to realize that we should live by Philippians 2:14-15. Do all things without murmurings and disputings, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of God, without rebuke, in the midst of the crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world. You know, you're going to shine as a light in the world if you're a woman that doesn't complain. And when do you think are you going to get set back if you do complain? Let's don't be a complainer. Let's rejoice in the Lord always. And again, I say rejoice.